Alright, is it working? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I realized last minute that I forgot to update my PC with the, had to update my PC with the hotfix, so. I guess it really wouldn't have impacted me too much. It would have only impacted really new games, but. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Oh man, it's been so long since I've been in this save now. What are we even doing? Check that quest log. Oh, that's right, we're working on HQ. We're trying to get our power sorted. Slowly but surely. Hey, Canuck, Raven, how's it going? I'm doing well indeed.
My feet hurt. Everything hurts.
Alright, how's this settlement looking? Hey, we got a lot of full meters, can't complain about that. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we need probably tons more power still. Excuse me, sir. Are you actually, where did I build the, I didn't put the city planner's desk in there, did I? Because this is not a city plan, this is our homegrown. Hey, Bubbleina, how's it going? Your face stopped hurting from last week, yeah. No. Yeah, those guys were hilarious. It was too funny. They jumped right into your guys' requests. All right, why can't I remember where the hell I put my city plan? Oh, you know what? I think I put it up here. I put it on top of this building instead of inside. I think I put it up here, maybe? Like right over here. Yep, there we go. Built myself a little roof and everything. What? What? I'm stuck. Alright, well, we have a plan for that. If this ever happens to you, and you're on PC, you have a solution. If you're on Xbox, sorry, you gotta reload. Well, we can just do player.move to player, and it'll port forces out of whatever furniture we're in. I wonder if maybe I had turned off surface snap and I sunk it into the ground. Let's try it again, and we'll see if it was just a fluke. No, yeah, it was probably because I had just come out of Workshop Plus flight mode and I activated it too quickly. That's another thing with Workshop Plus flight mode. You're technically a different, what the game calls a race in the back end. We make you like a flying invisible human, and then it can get a little funky with furniture. Farber Marine, do you think Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition will break SS2 again? Or, I mean, I think everybody just expects that a new update's going to break all the mods, so we just show up that day and be prepared to fix it. So we're ready. Oh, yep. Connect. Thanks for the reminder. Ooh, hiccups. Hey, Omni. How's it going? Okay, let's see here. So I want reports. Needs report. I want to check our power situation. Okay, so we've got a 269 network surplus and we need to get to 1,000. Plus we need to have power transfer in whatever settlements are generating all that. So we have power transfer here. Is anyone manning it? That's a question though. Yep, it is manned, okay. And I don't know that all the surplus is coming from here necessarily. It could be coming from some of our other places, but my bet is most of it's coming from here since we have 353. So we'll want to go make sure that we have a logistics connection to here from HQ, and then we can just funnel in a lot of and start upgrading these power plants here, and we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay, so let's head to HQ and make sure we have a relationship set up with Starlight. I think we did already, but just in case. It has been a minute since we messed around with those. Wait, what happened? Oh, are you talking about when I was stuck in the city planner's desk? Or are you talking about what we were talking about earlier with something being hilarious? Because I got stuck in the city planner's desk because I popped out of Workshop Plus flight mode and then immediately tried to access the city planner's desk, and it put me in a weird animation state. So I had to, if I was on Xbox, I would have had to force reload, but on PC there's a console command you can run to get you out of that. What's good, fam? Hello. I don't recognize your name, so welcome to the stream. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but HQ door loading takes forever. I looked it up. Any advice? Seems others are having this issue as well. Anyone have advice for this? I mean, the cell gets just really, really busy, so it's just a lot of items in there, so it can take a while to load. Are you playing on Xbox or PC? Wait, is it daylight savings tonight? I don't think so, is it? Maybe it is. I thought that was next week. I know the US, for whatever we recently, like a couple of years ago, we switched our daylight savings time. And then instead of lining us up with the rest of the world, we just picked different dates. so we're like we're still desynced. Like we've always been desynced. Now we're just desynced in a different direction. Really silly. Daisy, just evening, everyone. Can you check the memory lounge in HQ if you're there? Mine just gives me an alert message. Ooh, yeah, I'll check it in just a moment here. All right, we're gonna check our logistics connections here and see if we are connected to Starlight. So we're gonna look at our.
A message from the security team.
I can remember which one it's under.
If you believe an individual has been replaced by
Coordinate. Okay, we're gonna go sever supply agreement just to see if Starlight's listed there. It is not. Okay, cool. So we'll cancel that. We'll do establish supply agreement. And then we will choose Starlight Drive-In. Confirm. And exit. And we have plenty of logistics energy, so that should be no problem. Alright, actually I'm gonna set up a hotkey here so I can reveal more, force reveal some of the more, wow, I can't speak today. Force reveal more of the information. So we want toggle the extra data. Yeah. Okay, we already have it over here. We have K. Okay, so we should be able to hit K now. Oh wait, but that only shows that. I want the other data to show up. Does it only show up in workshop mode? I thought it showed up when you pushed K. There it goes, 353. There's our surplus power. We're also short on food here. We should sort that out too. We need to start growing some more food to handle the population here. So we'll have to increase our food growth somewhere. Okay, let's go check on that memory lounger now. Oh man, chat is blurring by. Hold on a second. Let me check the memory lounger, see if I'm hit. All right, Dave, tell me if this is what you're seeing.
Everyone here is really smart or really talented.
I saw somebody posted an issue with like they activated one of the settlements and none of the plots appeared. So we'll see if that happens for me. So we can see some plots, but I don't know what settlement that is. All right, let me try and guess based on this layout here. 3 farms in the center. Caravan here. 1 settlement, or 1 house right next to the settlement. I'm gonna guess this is Abernathy, maybe? Let's see if we can figure out what that was. Refresh markers, let's try. Well, if you hear that like subtle da-dum, da-dum, that means it's doing something. So we gotta leave it be. So I don't know, Dave, is this further than you got? I'm like, my chat's all scattered, so you gotta give me a minute here to catch up to you guys. Yeah, I had City Planners. I heard Xbox perked up, yeah. Yeah, it's always bad news when I mention Xbox, isn't it? Far Marine, what makes the Creation 1 engine different than the Creation 2 engine? Will you guys ever make mods for GTA 5 Story Mod or 5M? What's the difference between Creation Engine 1 and 2? I mean, it's just... I don't know. I don't even know if Bethesda has a distinction between it, but... you know, a lot of the core stuff in the game in like Fallout 4 versus Starfield, because that's really the difference, right? Creation Engine is ended at Fallout 4. Or maybe it ended at Fallout 76. I don't know. We don't have access to that. And then Starfield would be Creation Engine 2, as far as we know. I mean, the big differences are just different tools and, you know, different ways to handle some things, but a lot of the stuff is the same. Like I would say, like the way the world is handled is quite a bit different in Starfield, and I don't know if that will carry over to other games in Making Creation Engine 2, or if that's just a unique feature of Starfield. So it's hard to distinguish what the differences are, because a lot of them are tied to the actual games. All right, hold on. Chat just keeps speeding up on me. All right, we'll confirm also the launcher thing with the settlement mod telling you to click on it doesn't do anything. When I click on a settlement, Jake just continues prompting us. Oh, like during that quest? Okay, let's see if I was right on the settlement. It is... No, 10 Pines. I was totally off. All right, let's try clicking on a settlement. So you're saying this doesn't work. Let's try doing... let's do View Starlight since we were just there. That's going to be right up here, right? Yeah. Activate Starlight. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything's happening. That's so weird. Nobody's touched this code. Oh, there it goes. I say nobody's touched this code in years. There's just a massive delay there. I don't know why there's a delay, but it could just be because I have so much stuff going on. Let's see if this pops up Starlight. Yeah, the code for this whole system here that we're playing around with, like that has been I bet it's been a year since it's had a patch note. I might be wrong on that, but it's been a long time. Definitely wasn't touched in the last couple of patches. Alexander, it turns out the clock's on Sunday. The stream will still be 1 hour early for us Europeans, right? If the clock goes backward, I mean, I guess until you have daylight savings, right? Because then it'll just be the same thing again. There's probably like a 1 week period or something where we have different daylight savings time. It'll be a very small window. When I select any settlement, I get a message, press E to select a settlement. So my best guess would be that you have other mods injecting activation options, and that it's causing a conflict, and that's why you're not getting the right thing. That would be my best guess. Something else is offering an activation option. That's my only guess of why that is, but clearly some sort of conflict, because it's working. It's not fast, but it's working. Well, let's see here. Wait, it still says 10. Actually, is this actually 10 Pines Bluff? Maybe it's not working. And it says Outpost Ammonia. What the hell? Wait, so we're seeing... It says Outpost Ammonia there, but 10... Okay, so something's funky. Something's funky. Alright, well, we got some work to do. Alright, well, let's do it right now. Let's see if we can figure it out. Because that's very weird. Alright, give me a moment to get my... Whoop, something's happening again. Alright, give me a second to get my... system set up here, and we'll see if we can figure this out now. Also gotta remember what script this is. I think it's VR is what we called it, because yeah, it looks like it's showing about the same, show the same settlement again. Oh, you know what I need to look at is the log file, because I believe we have a log file for this. Alright, let's see here. Documents, My Games, Fallout 4, Logs, Script, User. Alright, let's see. What is this script called? What is this log called? SS2... I'm going to guess it's called VR Manager. Yeah, SS2 VR Manager. Alright, what has happened in the VR Manager? Okay, it says... talking about scaling factors... What time is it right now? 9:15. Okay, so nothing else is going to the log right now. It looks like it's logged out a bunch of information last at 9:14 and 28 seconds. So that's probably actually when I clicked on it last. What does it say for... Does it still say 10 Pines? And Outpost Ammonia. So what is going on here? Alright, let's try this again. Let's try a different settlement. Let's do Sanctuary. Activate. I actually think I want to add more log stuff too, because the stuff that's in the log is not what I was looking for. So there's two types of logging we often do. One is like logging of, hey, we're trying to solve a particular problem, so we dump out log. And then another type of logging we do is just like, we just want to see all the things the code is doing. So it'll be just tracing out anytime like a function is called, so we can kind of see that code's doing what it's supposed to, and it looks like we're lacking that kind of tracing. So we might pop that in, save the game, grab the new code, and then run it and see if it shows us what's up. So let me see here. Yeah, so there's not enough debug code. And I know you guys don't see what I'm talking about with the debug, but we're going to go in and add some traces. This is good, a good troubleshooting trick. For those of you who are learning scripting. Give me a second. I got my very warm hoodie on right now. Alright, we're going to get in our VR manager, and then I'll bring you guys over to my dev machine in just a moment. And this is not going to be particularly exciting code, but it is the kind of code that will help you if you are trying to learn programming, or learn how to code for Papyrus, I should say, for the game. Let me find a couple more things, and I'll bring you guys in here. Alright, we're going to go to here. Okay, hold on, I'm going to catch up on chat real quick, too. Let's see here. Okay, Dave does seem to work for you. Doesn't, no, now we just determined it's not working for me. It's pretending to work for me. So we will try and figure it out here in a moment. Adam, maybe you think they'll update the CK so we don't have to use the 32-bit to generate lip files. Made the mistake of using the newer one. Jake's broke face animations will haunt me. I don't think so. I think it always will use the 32-bit to generate lip files, but hard to say. One of the weird things that they did over the last few years was they managed to break lip file generation in Skyrim and Fallout 4, and then didn't ship Starfield with it. So there was a brief period where nobody could generate lip sync files for any of the games without community tools. Very odd. I don't think it was intentional, but very suspicious that happened to all the games. Yo, you already had daylight savings? Okay, gotcha. So then, yeah, if ours, I don't know when ours is. I think it's early November, though. So there will be, yeah, there should be a brief period then where it's a little earlier for you. What's good, fam? Can I update SS2 mid-game? I've read that I shouldn't. I mean, it depends on how deep you are in your game. Like, I try and design all the patches if we make any significant changes so that it will update existing saves that it would have impacted. But, yeah, it can get sketchy sometimes. So it's if you have a deep playthrough you're in, it's not usually worth the risk. But, I mean, I do it all the time. Like, the save that we're in right now, I've updated 25 times, so... But yeah, technically, what you should do is update, play for a little bit, and if you see no oddities, good to go. If you see some like massive something went wrong, roll back to the previous version and just continue your save like that. Eric Marshall finally got the companion mod to work with next gen. Sadly, I have to start a new game for it to kick off. That's so weird. Somebody else told me that too, and I actually put in a whole bunch of code to try and like boot it up, because what was happening for folks that where the companion status enhanced wasn't working is the code that it uses, because it uses HUD framework. It was registering for HUD framework before HUD framework had started, so I delayed it, and then I added like a check for existing saves to go re-register itself with Workshop framework. But that was in the latest patch. I don't know if you grabbed the version that I posted like a week, maybe a week and a half ago. I posted it unannounced. I just launched another version of update of CSE recently. Grippeal for companion status mod works, but icons are green except when in PA, then in color. That's because you have to set your HUD to white for it to work. So if you go to, oh, you probably have already done that if you got it in white. So, excuse me, that's just because the Power Armor uses a different color overlay, and I don't know that I have any control over that. So you'd have to, if you force the, it basically will, the HUD will match the color of whatever your base HUD is. I don't remember how Power Armor works exactly, if it recolors everything to have a different tint to it, or if that's something you can control in the UI. But when it's white, the colors show through from any HUD element, and if it's set to a color, then that overrides the colors of the Swift file. Gritonic, what's your take on FO4 creations? Is that the future of SS2? No, SS2 is always going to be free. Obviously, I have no qualms with people doing creations in Fallout 4. I hope people do some really cool stuff. I hope that somebody does the equivalent of like what we did with Starfield with Watchtower and Bard's College, where they take like some element of the game and deliver like a DLC level experience. Like, I would love to see that. That'd be awesome, because that to me is what creations should be, of like doing stuff that's not feasible financially to do otherwise. Because like some, like the mods that we've put out, like there's, if you saw the cost to develop them, it's crazy. Like they would not exist without, you know, like that quickly. They would take, to do it in the free space, some of those mods would have been like just a really long volunteer project. So I would love to see if we could get some cool stuff happening, especially since like there's possibility of like bringing back voice actors and whatnot, that we could see some content that feels like it came out of Bethesda, as long as the right people take up arms in that area. Fully updated, still no go on old saves. That's a bummer, but it worked on your new save. At least it's working in your new save. I couldn't tell you why my update didn't work though. It's probably going to be because I have somebody sent me a save like that and I was able to resurrect it for them. I could probably give you some console commands to resurrect it, but not right this second. PA colors controlled in the INI files. Ah, okay. So there's probably an INI setting you could set up to force it to white. Dave, really always appreciate how hard you work at this. You're so kind and generous with your time. And thank you all for just being a nice human being. You're welcome. I wish I had more time to give. I feel like I don't give enough, especially to SS2, because of my most of my focus has been now trying to get KGC off the ground so that it can handle all the salaries for the people I'm responsible for now. But I am trying to weave in SS2 time because this is my baby. It needs to be finished up. I know a lot of folks dedicate a lot of time to it. There's a lot of mod authors who have, you know, spend all their time building on top of it, so I need to give them a good foundation. Everyone I agree with Chris describing you guys did is what I think the system should be used for. I would like to see more of it. I wish we would see, or I hope it's not over. Like I hope we see more big teams form up with a lot of skilled people and put out some real banger stuff. That would be great. I will buy it if people do. Alexander, do you think that they will tackle the BA2 limit now? Lots of people already come to creations almost exactly with the BA2 limit. I doubt it. I think that their attempt to deal with all that stuff was the ESL creation, but who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us. You see it was working fine. Gives me a chance to test your new auto plotting from the start. Air commercial. Okay, cool. All right, let me bring you guys over to the dev machine. So it's about to get real quiet. But you know, before we do that, can you guys hear this?
Maximum crabs.
We got the new Jake crab shout. Did you guys hear it? Okay, now you guys should see a blank text, or not a blank text file, just a text file, and hear no sound. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try and add some code to just trace out what is happening in our VR room to see like what is it attempting to do. So we've got our enter VR, exit VR, toggling followers, presenting world space options. Okay, so display select. Okay, so we're not gonna mess with the world space, so we don't have to do that. So we can skip ahead here. Show ASAM for plot. That's a little too detailed that I want to do. So we're going to do this one, display markers for settlement. So what we want to do here is we're just going to trace this out. So I have a function we've called mod trace custom. I don't remember what we call the log in here. So I'm going to look at this. So this is a custom function we have. If you want to do your own, what you would do is debug trace. And then if you want it to go to a custom log, it's a little more complicated. But even if you just do debug trace, then whatever you type inside of quotes here, when this code runs, this will get dumped out to a papyrus log so that you can trace it out. But the mod trace custom is a function that we have to make it so that all of the logging from this function or this quest goes in one file, so it's easier to see what's going on. So what I'm going to do here is I just want to know when this is being called and what its arguments are. In this case, we just want to know which workshop it sent. So the stuff that's inside of quotes gets printed literally like that. And then if you add things that are not in quotes, it will turn those into the thing. So in this case, it will show what the workshop ref is, and it'll give me like the hex ID for it so that I could find that item in game and see what it is. And if it's failing to send a workshop ref, it'll just have none here when it outputs in the log, and I'll know that that's part of the problem. So So we're gonna do this. We're gonna run a log output for when this is triggered. So it should trigger in theory when the player activates one of those things. But then I also want to know when it's doing a return, because this means that something failed. So we're gonna just do here check VR space configured failed, and so we'll know that could be one of the problems. Could it hit that? If it was we didn't do a settlement, we would have got this warning select a settlement. This might be the thing that I think, was it Dave? I think this is what you said you were getting. That you were getting a thing to just select a settlement. This might be that, what you're getting. All right, and then, so then we're going to look at, all right, so be displaying settlement display in progress. Oops. So what this is happening here, this be displaying settlement, we have it set up so that if the player spams selecting a settlement, like that, it'll warn them that it's, or that won't warn them. It won't just rerun the code over and over again. It'll let the previous finish. So you can see we set this Boolean here to true, and then at the end of all this code, we scroll way on down. At the end of this code, we set it to false, so that the next time it's run, it will actually run. So because we didn't want, because it takes a while for this to update. If the player is just keep spamming on it, thinking like, what's taking so long? We don't want to have to, we don't want the code to just keep rebooting itself. All right, so then we're gonna check there for returns. Let's see here. Okay, so now here's this sound that gets played, the map updating sound, that patoom, patoom. Here's the HUD manager. What this does is it tries to show you all of the settlement data for the settlement you selected on your HUD as if you were there. Let's see here. So then the map updating shader, plot spawn map, what is this doing? Oh, so this is supposed to like flash the actual map that, or like the grid that the plots are thrown on. I don't think the shader actually shows up though, because we have transparency on there. So this is probably something old. All right, so then it's going to erase all the old plot markers, resets the array. Then it's going to check if the workshop is HQ. If not, or if it is, it can't grab plots obviously, but if it is not an HQ workbench, it's going to go ahead and fetch all the plots. And then I saw in our code that this was coming out, got this many plots to display. Then it iterates all the plots and it calculates their positions relative to the workbench. And then it creates like this box that corresponds to your grid. And again, recalculates the positioning locally. It's just a bunch of fancy math, a bunch of fancy geometry math to figure out where they should display in that little grid. It looks super complicated. If I was better at, if I knew it better, like I could walk through this and understand it, but I would not be able to teach it because I don't understand it that well. I know it just enough to be dangerous. Like this is something that Pra and I worked on for a very long time to get this working. But it was like one of those ones while talking it through, we were like, yes, this should definitely be possible. And now it's just going to take a lot of like tinkering to get it to actually function. Okay, so then it basically just goes through, it's going to display the workshop marker, and now it renders out all the plot markers. And we can see that that's happening, but it's always doing the same thing. And I think this might be part of it. It's doing selected workshop here. So let's see, let's check selected workshop. So we are setting here selected workshop equals this workshop. So we're taking the selected. All right, okay, so here's our problem. So if workshop equals none, we're forcing it to the previously selected workshop. So this is likely what's happening. So what I anticipate happening is this is going to print out display markers for settlement none. So this is what I expect to happen. And if so, then we know we got to go one level above this, like where these are being called, to find the problem. So just by adding the couple of little traces we have, we should be able to find our problem. So let's go back up here. I am going to add one more trace just to make sure that that is the issue. We're going to go to the point where it's setting it to none, and we're going to add this. So we're going to be workshop was none using previously selected workshop. Okay, so what I'm expecting to happen is this and this will print out. So I guess since I'm expecting that, I could go ahead and go one level above this now. So if we go up here to the code, so let's see here. So this is on the player teleport. So I'm guessing that this code here display markers for settlement is being called by the actual markers. So we need to open up that actual thing. So I gotta see what that's called. I think it probably has VR in the name if I would have to guess. Otherwise we can search through all the code. Yeah, VR settlement marker. So it's going to be one of these. So we're just going to go ahead and open up all these VR things because I don't know which ones we're going to need. And you know what? I'm going to do you guys a favor. We're going to go to the beginning of this and we're going to close all to the left. There we go. That probably just helped a lot of you relax. VR settlement manager. Okay, so we've got on activate. If it's activated by the player, we're going to call display for settlement target workbench. So the issue might be target workbench maybe is not getting set. Set target workbench. Where is this being called? So this is being called externally. So I'm going to do a search in all documents that are open here. We can see where it's being set. Okay, so VR manager. So display workshop marker is calling set target workshop workbench, but that's also being called here workshop marker ref.set target workbench. This might be our problem here. Hold on a second. Okay, so display workshop marker. So we are setting the target workbench. Display workshop marker. What I need to find out is where are the settlements getting displayed, because those need to set that as well. So let's try this. Let's search for where are we using this reference here. Okay, so right here, display workshop marker. Okay, so this right here is confusing because I guess it's workshop versus workbench. But still, this name of this function I don't like because what we're actually trying to set is VR settle marker. Where is this getting set? I feel like there's something wrong here. Let's see here. Display markers for settlement. Settlement markers controller. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to figure out where is this thing attached. So let's bring up, here we're going to search for this here. Is this used by anything? So this is probably used in the chapter 3. So let me bring that up. And actually in the meantime though, we'll open that in a second. We can at least go check on, just to confirm that the code is running the way I think it is. So we'll go ahead and compile VR Manager, which has our additional changes here for the logging. We'll go ahead and add this into our archive, and then we'll swap over to the other machine and get it back in game so we can confirm that the log file is doing what we think it's going to do. All right, so let's add this new folder of scripts. Save this out. All right, let's save this. All right, let's pop back over to the other machine. All right. Oh, we got a fire. All right, so we're gonna save this and oh, hold on. Where's my? Wait. Why can't I? Hold on a second. Get this off the table so I don't actually knock the liquid all over the place. There we go. All right, we're gonna go save VR testing. Oh, misspelled that horribly, but that's okay. All right, exit here, and then grab this off of my other PC. So you're just going to look at this nice picture. Let's see what this picture is. It's always interesting to find out what Windows 11 uses the backgrounds. This is a picture from Thailand. All right, let's see here. We need to grab our updated main.ba2, drop that into our data folder. Okay, let's pop this back open. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Please stand by. Please stand by. It's alright, don't need to get the copyright claim on the video because I played 10 seconds of the main screen music. Okay, so now we're going to just click on another settlement and then check our log files and see what's going on. In the meantime, I'm going to bop over to the other computer here. And we'll see, we'll do... yeah, we'll do Abernathy. I'm pretty sure something's built there. We should hear this go off in a second here. Actually, you know what? I think I lied earlier. I said nobody's touched the code in a while. Do you know what I tried to fix once? I tried to fix this thing. The thing where it shows the wrong, whoops, the wrong city details. That thing where we had it where it was like 10 pines showing outpost. That I tried to fix. So I wonder if I broke something else in the process. Okay, you can see the flicker is kind of working like the shader that I apply to the map. See how it's kind of like blinking while it's refreshing? But yeah, clearly it's just grabbing whatever settlement this is. 10 pines or outpost, we're not sure. Since the log says, or the, hold on a second, I'm trying to reach my KVM switch. The highlighting over the workbench shows one thing, and then activating the city plan details shows another. Okay, so now I am, I gotta load up chapter 3. Actually, it might be chapter 2, right? We introduced, because I think we introduced the memory lounger in a post-launch update for chapter 2, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I think it's chapter 2, so I'm gonna load that up. Hope I'm right, otherwise we'll have to wait a few more minutes to get chapter 3 open instead. Yes, chapter 2, okay, thank you, Nico. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna go to our log file now on the other computer, or on this computer that we're playing on. Yes, reload please. Oh, hold on. Let's close you, reload you. Hold on, that log is not showing anything. Alright, and then we're also going to close everything on this computer too. Okay, alright, so then I'm going to show you guys this log. So you can see here, oh, oh, oh. Come on, Windows 11. I didn't ask you to do any of that. Does anybody else here hate Windows 11? They just tried to give too many features to make it, I don't know, they just made it worse. Okay, so we've got display markers for settlement none, as we predicted. And then, so it used the previously selected workshop, which is 9B1AC, which we can grab this, and we can run a prid command on that. So we do prid. And that is, let's see, what location? 10 Pines Bluff. Okay, so it is 10 Pines. So what's wrong here is not, so this display, 10 Pines is correct. What's incorrect is the view city details. It's showing Outpost Ammonia for some reason. Okay, so that's a second bug to resolve, but that's not as big a deal. Like showing the wrong city plan, not great, but right now we're like totally bricked from using this system, which is not great. So I'm gonna try something else though, because we have the save. I'm actually gonna try changing the location, and we're gonna change it to Far Harbor, and then we'll switch it back in just a moment here. Checking on Archibald and Treadwell. Oh, cool. So we don't have any settlements unlocked yet here, which is normal, but that's okay, because what I'm hoping happens here is now that we reset the Commonwealth, I'm hoping it'll refill out the data on these settlement markers that we're missing, and then clicking on one will work. Because if that's the case, then that gives you guys a workaround for now until I figure out why the code is broken, but and can get a patch out. But all right, so let's see if that works. So we'll switch again to Starlight. And we'll see if switching the world map updated the data on these. Actually, you know what? I can actually check. So what we can do is look at one of these, click on one, and we can run SV on it. And we can see it has no target workbench set. Yeah, so the workbench is not getting correctly set on these for whatever reason, all the properties. It's supposed to happen when they're spawned, and I don't think it is currently. I think the code is setting it on only when the workshop marker gets displayed. which I think is incorrect. And I think this is, again, this is one of those things where naming your code matters, because if you name it in a way that's confusing, like if that's a little bit ambiguous, then you can screw up like this. And so I think in this case, we should have been clearer between using the names settlement marker and workshop marker. And like, I think that there was a case of sometimes it was being used interchangeably. And so things got a little bit screwy. So I gotta find out how the actual settlement markers are being placed. Alright, so I'm not making you guys go through code for me with it right now because I'm just reading it, so you guys can just stare at the grid room for a moment. But I'm just reading through some code here, trying to trace through where this went wrong. Yep, okay, I found it. So I'm gonna bring you guys back over so you can see. So what happened here is we are placing the VR settlement marker form, and then we are trying to cast it as a workshop marker instead of the settlement marker. So this, we can change this to settlement marker. And this is not a workshop marker ref, this is a settlement marker ref. And now both have the same code in them, which is, they both have the set target workbench in them. So this should still work, but we need it to be settlement marker ref. Now, if we go find the other one that's VR settlement marker, this one is reversed. Let's see here. Which one is this now? So we're in settlement marker. Okay, good. Now, if we go to the other one, this is workshop marker. So this one needs to be VR work. Hold on a second. VR, what's it called? Workshop marker. We need this one here. And this is workshop marker ref. So somewhere along the line, this code got reversed, and I don't know when it happened, but kind of irrelevant. We just need to fix it here. Okay, what is curious to me, this is set target workbench, looks like that, and then for this code, update object. What is this? Is deleted or not trigger workbench return? What kind of use for this? Oh, because this has a subunit that's controlling it. Got it. Okay, so this one's a little more complicated. Okay, cool. So then we'll save this. We will recompile VR Manager. And then what we're going to have to do here is we're going to need to, on existing saves, we're going to need to force an update when this loads, when this area loads, so that people don't feel like it's broken. So... you know, I'm going to put that code on my to-do list because that can be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to put on my to-do list, add VR Manager code. So on load of VR room next, if players had been, it force refreshes both maps. So I will set up some code for that for the future. But for our case, we can just recompile this, and in theory, if I force refresh them like I just did, like regen both of the maps, it should fix it. So if I'm correct in what the problem was, that code was definitely wrong, so that definitely needed to be fixed. The question is that the only issue? Could be that there's a secondary issue too. All right, so I will pop you guys over to the game machine again, so it's not silence while we wait for this to save. Oh, and actually, we can go ahead and exit out of the game again. And yeah, we don't need this. grab this new BA2 file. All right, let's see if this fixed it. Oh, gotta put you on. Please stand by. Okay. Hot dogs. Did you ever get a hold of an audio process guide? Was one not written? One was written, but I don't know where it ended up. So it is unfortunately just lost to time in our documentation folders. Or in my Discord chat history with somebody, because that's another place I often will leave files. Sometimes I've been getting better at that. In more recent years, now that I've kind of adjusted to like the to how things go. But there was a time early on in SS2 development, or even SS1 development, where it was so chaotic, where I was just trying to like tread water all the time, that I just didn't have time to stay organized, and I've made it intentional now that I don't do that anymore. I try and keep my stuff very organized as I get it. Ooh, who just subscribed? I can't see it because chat is blocking whoever that was that just subscribed. Hold on a second, I rearrange my screen a little bit. Mr. James, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we changed to Far Harbor. Now let's change back to the Commonwealth. So this won't necessarily work for you guys if I was correct about this bug. We will have to wait until after I get a patch out for you guys, unfortunately. But I anticipate that we are going to have to patch like on the 10th. That's what I'm guessing. This is going to be an emergency hotfix situation. So I am prepared to, actually, what day of the week is that? What day of the week is the 10th? Let me check here. Actually don't know. The 10th is a Monday. That's perfect. That is the day I do the most work. So I'll be ready. Gratana, get you guys an notification for gameplay design today. How soon are you looking to bring folks in? Very soon. Very soon. We are looking for folks who already have experience. Right now, we're looking for somebody who has experience in Skyrim modding already. And if you don't fit the bill for that, I would still probably, and you have some other decent stuff in your resume, I'd still probably chat with you, but we need somebody basically immediately who's good in Skyrim. What's good, fam? Have you seen the Black Widow armor mod by Deserter X? It's a really cool looking armor mod. I have not. All right, let's see if that worked. So we can check by selecting, where's my mouse? Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Select one of these and run SV and see if we have a target workbench. We do. And that looks like this is ridiculous, but I recognize the hex IDs for settlements, like Sanctuary, 250 FE. Ready? SV, 250 FE. Disgusting. What's wrong with this guy? All right, let's go ahead and try bringing up Starlight now. Let's see if it works. There's a short delay while it runs all the code to like update the HUD and such. And now it's attempting to load all the data from Starlight. At least it should be. We could just get, oh, the workbench is in a different spot. That's a good sign. I wonder how it's going to handle my stacked plots. If it's just going to stack them on, yep, look, it's just going to stack them on top of each other. There's our screen tower of plots. Awesome. Okay, we fixed it. Sweet. Okay, so we got a bug report. Alright, so I'm going to add this to the fix list. Fixed a bug with the VR room where activating a settlement would not correctly update the plots displayed. Okay, so now while we're on a roll here, let's see if we can figure out the city plan details. Let's see if I can figure that out. So let's look at view city details. So now that's showing Starlight Drive. Oh, I wonder if this is just like, I wonder if we switch it back to 10 Pines, if this will fix it. Like maybe it was an incidental. So let's try 10 Pines. So let it update to 10 Pines. Oh, and it might not have been done with Starlight yet. So, but I will give it a second. I guess it doesn't matter. I showed you guys the blocking code where if I spam it, See, this is why I do that blocking code, because I know somebody's going to do what I just did and be like, I don't think it worked, and smash it a few more times. Stormbreaker, is there any need for Mandarin translation for our KGC stuff? Depends. Basically, we're open to get stuff translated into any of the languages that are natively supported. So like if Bethesda supports the game natively in that language, we would ultimately like to have support for it. Though we're focusing right now on the most popular 5 languages, which are German, Spanish, French, Italian, and English. So obviously we ship in English right natively. So then we're going to see if having support for those 5 languages, if that, you know, if we get enough positive feedback on that. Are there enough players who even care? Because it's very expensive to get things translated. Translate to British. No, that we already have to de-translate from British because our lead writer is from the UK, and so often we'll sneak in little Britishisms. Okay, so now we have 10 pines. Let's see if the city thing still shows. Okay, so I think we may have incidentally fixed the mismatch bug by fixing this settlement refresh bug. So awesome. Okay, so there you go, Dave. Your VR bug will be fixed in the next patch, which will probably be in the next week or 2. Okay. All right, guys. So I think you're gonna have to deal with me munching for a few minutes here. I have been struggling with sleep, and so switched away from coffee at night. And interestingly, I think the coffee was keeping me full from a late dinner. Since I'm not drinking coffee and just water, I'm actually stupid hungry right now. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a snack. Okay, tonight we're going to be eating one of my favorite all-time snacks. This is the Hot Ones Smoky Sweet Snack Mix by Snack Club. This stuff, they used to sell it at my grocery store, and they stopped, so now I have to order it in bulk from like a convenience store supply place.
Attention, security required.
So good.
Report to the cafeteria.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, I'm back.
Backup.
Okay. Alright, so now we need to go and solve our food problem.
I like it here.
A little more power, but we also got a quest from Archibald and Treadwell, so we can do that too. So let's see where, oops. We want this one. Nope, that is, oh my god. It's so funny because I'm juggling between all the different games all the time. I lose, each of the 3 games has a slightly different way you navigate its quest log. There we go. Oh, there's Starlight. Perfect. How you feeling if I saw your post about stomach bug? Oh, I'm doing good now. I had overdid it on some seafood the night before, and yeah, it was a bad combo of self-inflicted wounds. Thank you, Yorkshire. Appreciate that. I try not to snack when I'm on stream unless it's during the charity stream where we're going for 16-hour sessions, just because, you know, munching into your ears isn't great. Event when you get stuck in the chair and male PC grows a beard. What? I don't know what that means, but it sounds hilarious. I did see, was it C. Dante who was working on like a hair growth mod where your hair and beard would grow over your playthrough? Did that ever get released? Maybe he only privately showed me that and it's not out there. Oh, did we just get a call for the crab?
Maximum crabs!
Okay, so, alright, you guys, those of you who know the long history of my channel, back in the day when I had my podcast, I often said that I'll reboot it to get Todd Howard on as like the final boss of my podcast. If we ever pull that off, if we ever get the Todd Howard podcast, you think we can get a maximum crab shout out of him? I don't know if he'd do that. I don't know if that's with he doesn't really seem, I don't know if he'd have fun with that or not, or if he would just say it. He always seems to keep himself pretty chill. Alright, where are... They're probably stuck somewhere, because Treadwell is obnoxiously large. Oh, there's Archie. Oh, he's sick. He's not doing good.
We have another location with some interesting scrap.
Another sales pitch?
Well, what have you been up to?
Many good things, thank you. Archie has a new spring in his step.
Oh, it's another Radiant.
And
Okay.
what do you have in your step?
I thought I couldn't remember if we had done the.
She's so proud of herself for coming up with that.
It's a good joke.
I didn't know if it was the one to
I
get
won't
the
deny it,
vanilla mentats.
But we are here talking about the interesting scrap, are we not?
I can help. Where is it?
Sending coordinates to your Pip-Boy.
Thank you again. I could see a few sculptures in here. You let me know if you need any.
Nope, we thought you had something more interesting. But if we happen to the Nate Hant Oceanological Society, we will pick it up. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so then I think we're back to... We're trying to get our power increased, and we need food. But I don't think I want to do food here. Let's go see what our other settlements are looking like. Like, Abernathy could be a good candidate. Sanctuary... Oh my god, Sanctuary is so many people. Alright, let's go check these places out. Abernathy Farm. I should be farming. Almost done munching, guys. In fact, I think I'm going to stop here. I got enough now to keep the hunger at bay in my belly. Okay, whoa, what is going on here? This is somebody's city plan, isn't it? Because this one was like pretty crazy huge right from level 1. Uh-oh. What happened here? What? Why is there a dead settler here? Blake, what kind of operation are you running here? This is only a level 1 too? It must have upgraded once because I think I started it. I built it. It was designed by how do you say that? Is it Vanna Runwin? Vanarunwin? We'll go with Vanna. Vanna's Abernathy Farm. But yeah, it must have started at level 0 because I built it. Because this is not a pre-build What is this? Heavy turret tower. What's going on here? Oh, it's unoccupied. Okay. Alright, what is our food situation here? Do you guys have much in the way of... They don't have a ton of agricultural here. Actually, you know what? We'll go just check the report instead of trying to figure it out from running around the farm. Oh, there's some agricultural. Nope, I don't want to track owner. Undo, undo. Actually, hold on. I'm going to check something. Okay. Yeah, this was the thing. Somebody, I can't remember, somebody was asking me to change it to untrack. I thought of one reason I can't, or not easily, is this from Workshop, the track owner, that like changing the name of the activator right in front of you is actually kind of hard to do. But this one we could, in theory, change it to untrack. But I would have to rejiggle a bunch of stuff, so I haven't done it yet. What did I want to do here? I want to look at... actually, I want to view details. I think this is just a regular, right? This is a basic. Yeah, I want to see if we have advanced farms available. Choose building plan. Do we have... No, we only have basic farm available. Okay. We have not upgraded. We've not evolved yet.
Hi, how are you?
Which means that we haven't found, what's his name? Who's the guy who gets you, who, like, shortcuts you to it? I can see him in my head. He sends you to the federal ration stockpile. Anyway, we must have not found him yet. So we can actually go ask the Ron for endurance settlers. That would actually help out in general. That's actually probably a good idea. Let's go do that. Let's go talk to the Ron. Yeah, Joe Gallagher. Thank you, Yorkshire. Yeah, if we can find him, he will hook us up with advanced. He'll bypass us right to advanced, regardless of what else we've built. And then to get to the high tech, I think you have to level up. It's either it's 3, 5, or 7. I can't remember the number. Some odd, it's like a large odd number of. It's not even a large. It's just a handful of the previous class will unlock the next class. But you got to get them up max level wise.
You cause trouble, there's gonna be trouble.
Actually, you know what? While we're here, what's our ammo situation? We haven't been doing a lot of combat today, but that's all right. Ammo, 50 cal, got 100 left. 180 gamma. We're actually not doing bad. We're gonna need this money for the Ron services. He ain't cheap.
Raiders attacked the place. I don't know why.
Alright, let's see what our boy has for us.
Hey,
You won't find a more comprehensive depository of information in the Commonwealth.
any idea where I can find someone?
Looking for talent, are we? What kind of attributes you in the market for?
I'm looking for someone.
Alright, we're gonna go with endurance, because that is what pumps up food production.
Tough.
Say no more. This is who you're looking for. Come back again. Oh yeah!
I always gotta like up his oh yeah for him with a little.
Oh yeah!
There we go. There we go. That sounds more Ron energy. right. Let's see who we got. You know, I think one of the... Well, you know what I want to do? This is just like a random quality of life thing. And I actually, you know what? I can't do it because it'll break some quest moments. I'll say I really want to like make it so you can fast travel out of the Ron's place, since you're basically, you know, most people after they come out of him, if they're doing that, they're going to leave immediately. But there are a couple of quest moments where we detect when you walk outside, so that would break those. So, never mind. Sunshine. I could have sworn we had seen Joe Gallagher already. It'd be funny if he was there and I just forgot to talk to him. Chance encounter of him washing his wig. There's so many things I wanted to do around that we didn't get to do. Like, there's some stuff we could go back and do. Like, I know the people now to ask to get this stuff pulled off, but there are bigger fish to fry now. Like, I think if I'm able to get a squad together to get back on adding content to SS2, that's not just me adding mechanics. I think you guys would much prefer me adding new story content and not jokes about the Ron. That would be my guess. All right, who do we got? Is this? Oh, wait, there he is. There he is.
Let's trade.
Wait, we already have him.
Greetings.
Why don't we have advanced? What? Did that break? Did the advanced farms not unlock? Hold on, let's check a farm. No, this is an advanced farm right here.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. What is going on? Choose building plan. There's no advanced farm available here. What? Oh, I know why. It's because the assigned person doesn't have a high enough stat. That's what it is.
Raven Corvus. I need you to help me retrieve my Druckum.
So this one's occupied.
All right. I'll do it.
Good. I can put where he is in that wrist computer of yours. Now there's just one thing left. Just send me where you need me to go, and once you find him, send Crow to meet me.
Okay, you are gonna go. We need more. Can you go to Starlight, please? Yes, we need more people at Starlight. The attempted murder of Crow Corvus. Okay. Okay. Well, there's part of our problem with our food. We don't have enough people assigned here. But yeah, the plots will filter out building plans if no one can be assigned to them. So here's a question of, why are you unassigned from folks? Alex, you seem like you'd make a good farmer. What are you doing? You're a custodian. No, I don't think so. You're going to become a farmer for us.
All right.
Okay, let's make sure that the assignment worked. There we go. Okay. I don't know why. Oh, power went down because we just caused the network to reevaluate, and so it found some differences. All right, so let's see. This one could go up to, presumably. Let's see if this one has somebody assigned that could go to an advanced.
Katie? Where'd she go? She's never where you leave her.
This one can. Okay, cool. So this person has enough endurance. Perfect. So we'll switch this to an advanced. Start pumping up some food here.
Okie dokie.
Whew, haven't heard that one in a while. Yeah, no, it's not, Liam. Sometimes it can be that. What you're saying, that you got to reset the cache, but in this case, it was just because the advanced and high tech, they only show up if the plot has no one assigned, or if the person assigned has a high enough stat to use it. So you can disable that feature in the settings, but. Alright, so then let's see, what's the case with this one? This is operational, so someone's assigned. I think this one's already advanced, yeah? What about you? This one is a basic. Is it assigned right now? It is. Alright, oh, we can go back. Let's see if this one's... yep, and this one also can be taken to advanced, so... Very cool. Alright, so we fortunately had some good farmers here. Okay, wait a second. Okay, but this is weird. So what's supposed to happen there... Hold on a second. Something went wrong. So when you select a... So something's broken here. I'm actually going to report this to CBR, who's been working on this code. So we had set it up so that if you select the class, it's supposed to show you all of the options for that class. And that appears to be broken. And then the only way you're supposed to get one at random is if you do random plus the class. So something wrong there. Keep this option.
Are you the one building these settlements?
Oh.
I heard you keep your people safe.
We got another settler showing up.
Ah, shit. They found me. Keep your heads down.
If that's what you want.
Settlement's taking down the bounty hunter. They got your back, Viceroy.
What is it with these assholes? That's not the first impression I care to make. Thanks for throwing in with me. Look, I'll keep moving. I'm not going to drag this kind of trouble into your settlement.
Hold on a second. Can we get the volume turned way down? A little bit. Not too bad.
But if you aren't scared of whoever these shitheads are, I could dip into my rad rainy day fund, if you're willing to stop them.
Whatever it is, I'll stop it.
All right. Then let me see what you found on that hunter. A lucky item? That's what this shit is about?
Why is that so important?
That's just it. The whole thing is a misunderstanding. I used to go on about a bottle cap that kept me safe on the road, but it was just a story. I only have it because I like the design on the back. Yeah, take the damn thing if it'll get these idiots off my tail.
Okay, so now we got a quest to go to Hotel Rexford. Alright.
It's Salam Ma'a, human. It means hello.
Thanks, Franklin. Alright, so we should just have improved our food production network-wide by a fair amount. 100 food now. Cool. What is this one producing? 20 from this guy. This one's already unadvanced. This one looks advanced. I'm not sure about the chicken farm. It looks so cool, but I don't know if it's advanced or not. Let's see. Basic. Alright. Oh, sorry. Sorry, chicken coop. You gotta go. Alright, so do random advanced farm. Alright, I just pinged CBR to let them know the select a class to get a list of building plans is not working. So let's see if we can figure out what's going on there. We did some updates to a lot of resource code to try and speed things up because for especially for people on component level difficulty, the code was a little bit inefficient. So trying to make it run a little better. Alright, another basic. Sorry, ruined. We need to upgrade. Dave, please let me thank you for fixing them out after all these years. It means a great deal to me. Yeah, I would. I excuse me. I would love if this thing were fully. Oh wow! See, we got a totally different one this time with a different pop-up message. But yeah, I would love to see this thing as bug-free as I can possibly make it, so that, you know, any remaining bugs are conflicts. Like, there's no way I'll ever resolve all conflicts. There's just too many mods out there, but if I can at least make the core experience rock solid, I will be happy. Okay, another one. We're gonna be churning out some food here. Tonic, amazing story, gameplay design, and mechanics in SS2. If I want to integrate my mod, potentially change the narrative, are you open? Can you describe what you mean? I also don't, is this a mod you're working on or one that's already out there? Because we do actually have tutorials to help people connect their mods to our finale, where you get to ally, like where you can set up your own faction as a recruitable ally in the SS2 system and have them fight in the final war. Like we have that system's already injectable. You can even inject custom dialogue scenes with your characters during key moments. And there's tutorials for it up on our wiki. It's one of those things that I've been we keep hounding Adelino to do with America Rising 2. He said he will do it one day, but I think he's trying to get his own mod business up and running, get himself situated. Because he had a bad time in the AAA industry and got the hell out of there.
Did you say something?
Okay, how much food are we up to now? We've just upgraded a lot of building. Oh, 86. We were at 100, now we're at 86. What's going on here? I don't know if that's because some of these are unassigned now, or they're not built yet. Could also be that it redistributed some of the food around. There we go, 109. Okay, cool. It was just a little delayed. Alright, we're starting to get some excess food here. Alright, do we have any water plots here? Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's got mostly water tanks built. Okay, so now let's go head over to Sanctuary. See what their farming situation is. What's good, fam? I still find the idea of chemical warfare being interesting to use against the Gunners. Chapter 3 combine hallucinant canisters with the stingrays. I mean, that was one of the designs behind the systems there was to let people add that kind of stuff if they want. So like there's you can add stuff into the war system, you can add stuff into the HQ system. I know someone reminded me at the live stream that I am way behind on HQ documentation and I need to get you guys more. Okay, what do we got going on here? What is this crazy place? Okay, this is cool. What is this? Municipal. What are they doing? What are they making? Just sanitation? Yeah. Wasteland laundromat? That's awesome. Okay, it looks like we did not build ourselves much of a farm town here. The facilities department just put out a fire. Good times. Thanks, facilities department.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Okay, so no real agricultural here. Alright, so we're going to have to look elsewhere for upgrading our food situation. So Abernathy we probably could upgrade some. We would have to move some settlers around, and because that's a city plan, there's a chance that some of those plots get changed anyway, so we should probably avoid that. Should find another settlement that I've either hand-built or hasn't been built at all yet. Or is that level 3? Like, actually, 10 Pines might be a good one. 10 Pines might be at level 3 already. I think Sunshine, I think, was at level 3 already, so we should be good there. You mentioned it becoming something sort of like Resident Evil. There's mods to incorporate bioweapons into FO4. I mean, somebody could definitely add that. Could be cool. Come on, game, you can do it. You can load. We can make it. Gritonic, I'm flipping the story around with a focus on caravan expansion in pre-built settlements, communes in your mod. Reliant on the caravans. The vanilla settlements will be targets for attacks. Oh, interesting. Oh, are you the one who DM'd me about the code for Conqueror? Somebody was asking me about doing some stuff for a mod for with the workshop framework and Conqueror code and such.
Easy living, this ain't.
Okay, what do we got here? So this is already in advanced, so we're good there. I guess we should also confirm that this is a level 3 before I start tinkering. Looks like Sunshine is starting to upgrade.
People are having to sleep in shifts. It's making everyone a bit cranky.
Isn't the... Yeah, there it is. I thought it was here. Yep, level 3. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, hello. Thanks for the loot, guys. Alright, let's see here. We got some workbenches. We got some more loot. We do lost all sorts of loot. Looking for agricultural plots. What do we got here? This looks... No, it's industrial.
Crops
Okay.
coming in pretty good.
You just teasing me? I'm looking for agricultural plots. Do you guys got any? You just have the one? I think this place is very light on the agricultural. Just these two, I guess.
You know what I call a good day?
And they both appear to... Oh, no, there's 3. There's a 3rd one.
Farming's as honest as honest.
And they're already advanced, so we're good there until we get to high tech. Okay. What's our next settlement we can check? I don't think Zimonia... It would be weird if Zimonia had food. Given that it is... given that it's that cavern. Okay, what else can we do here? So I guess we could go connect. We could set up some more trade agreements to make sure that there's enough food making its way to here. Because I'm guessing that is part of a problem. Grey Garden would be a good one to build a city plan in. I think those are very food-centric. Could do that. Yeah, why don't we do that? I think the basics plan does that already. Canuck, yeah, I had to end my Xbox playthrough. Hoping that I can recover it. I actually have 2 Xbox playthroughs going. I had one on a Xbox One S and a Xbox Series X, and both of them died. So I killed them both, but I still have the saves. Just need, I gotta hope for either the next gen update to fix it, or rather the anniversary edition to fix it, if they do. Because my assumption is they're gonna do like a free patch for the base EXE, and then if you want like the upgrade that includes all of the Creation Club content, then that's what it'll cost something. I don't know that for sure, but that's just that's kind of what they did with Skyrim, so I was assuming they're going to do the same thing. So if that update fixes it, that would be cool to bring back the Xbox playthrough. Though I'd probably wait until after we finish this one. And if that doesn't happen, if Xbox is not salvageable, then I think I'm on the record saying I would like to do my next Sim Settlements playthrough will involve you guys voting on mods for me to add to my playthrough, so we can just we'll just play it till it breaks. We'll just keep adding more crap to the game until it falls apart. We need glass, rubber, screws, and copper. Well, I feel like glass and copper and rubber you can often find around. Screws, on the other hand, are a big pain. You know what we can do is we can pop over to Overland and see if some of that stuff is just hanging out in the workbench. So let's see here. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. If I take stuff from here, it's already here. So yeah, we need to walk over to Overland, or Overland, and see if they've got any of that stuff laying around. Mr. James, hello. My congrats for this monster. First time trying it, and it's awesome. Thanks so much. Cool. What are you playing on Xbox or PC? I hope PC. As much as I wish it worked better on Xbox. I think it's definitely a test of your patience to play things on Xbox, as Amris will attest. So hey, do you use any of the mods that reduce loading screen time? I do not. I mean, I guess technically I use buff out, so that probably does incidentally, because it fixes a lot of weird issues. What happened to your X series run? It just crashes all the time, like no matter where I go. And I only got through, in SS2, I only got through like part of chapter 1. And just the games just started crashing all the time. This is the most common way to play FO4, never mind SS2. Oh, Xbox? Yeah, there's more Xbox players than PC for sure. So, hopefully that they will... Oh, are you saying PC is the most common way to play? Because I think Xbox players in general outnumber PC players. Maybe not on this generation of Xbox, but like Xbox as a whole, like if you include the previous generation. Oh wait, I was about to build a city planner's desk, but what I actually came here for was to rob these guys blind. Oh, they've got nothing. They've got nothing. What are you guys doing over here? Just farming potatoes? Okay, so we need to get... Wait, do I just have... Maybe I have a packed city planner's desk in my bag. Sometimes I carry one of those around. If not, we can jump over and build one. We are not so lucky. Okay. Well, let's go see if... Did we build one here? Because we could just take it. No. Okay, not in this playthrough. Alright, so let's go back to Starlight. And we'll go craft ourselves a packed planner's desk and bring it over to Grey Garden. Okay, so let's find a city planner's desk, and from there we can build ourselves another one. Alright, so let's try not to repeat the mistake of make sure we're fully out of flying mode before we activate this. Oh, actually, that's not what I need to do. Wait, what is this? This is the directed signal. Oh, is this, what's his name? The ghoul.
This is a message to the Vault Dweller. Come to the bunker in the back of Revere's satellite array.
Okay. Alright, so actually what we want to do is activate the desk so we can craft. Back to the planner's desk. Here we go. Alright, and then let's head over to Grey Garden and drop this thing down. And we got a whole pile of settler quests to do now. Grey Garden is here. Ah, box of sensors, you're right. Dang it. Alright, we're doing a lot of fast traveling right now. Gritanica was interested in your pre-built plots and having my comings evolve similarly, but I'm working alone and more than I can manage right now. Mod will allow players to change FO4 economy. Yeah, doing a giant systems mod solo is it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop the desk.
Then let's make a deal.
Oh, there it goes. I was like, what? And just the code. There was just a little bit of a delay while it detected the ground. All right, so let this catch up because it's going to need to. Once this the little flag spawns in there, I'll know it's done doing its thing. With all this fast traveling around, I'm sure we've got ourselves some script back up. No, not gonna spawn the flag? Okay. Alright, let's see here. Select city plan. Grey Garden basics. ROTC. We're just gonna go with the basics. I don't think... Oh yeah, we don't have ASEM sensors, which is what we just talked about. That we're gonna have to bounce back to get those. Now, has any of you guys play? Does any of you guys play 76 on the regular? Didn't they add like a caravan? I don't know, like a quest line to it. Is it any good, or is it like simple like Radiant type quests? Because I feel like the idea of a caravan mod has come up a lot. People have often asked when they play through. What's his name's quest in Conquered? Man, I can always see the characters in my head, but remembering all their names. Anyway, we've got the guy in Conquered who talks about doing a caravan company. I remember hearing several people wishing that it was like a system instead of just a little mini quest. Oh, we're short on fiber optics. Okay, good to know. Grumpy Fort started a new playthrough. Went to hardware store to grab box of ASAMs and none there. Okay, so I would ask if you go check in there, is any of Jake's stuff there? Because there was a bug in patch 350 that was resolved with 350B that would cause it so none of our world items spawned. So it would be like you'd go to Conquered, and I'll show you what I mean because we'll just pop over there real quick. That you would see if you go in there that none of the furniture or anything are there, and that would be a sign that you ended up with that bug in your save. Should be unfortunate. You have to escort your Brahmin and stop it becoming burgers for all the annihilation critters. Oh, so you're like, it's like a escort quest? That doesn't sound great. I think those are the second worst thing in games after a water level, right? It's being sunset in the next patch. Ah, okay. So is that because it's not good, or are they trying to turn it into a like a event? Played 76 when it first came out. I was chased by an online character wearing a clown outfit. Creepiest online game experience I've ever had. And did you play when it first came out? Because there was that when the game was definitely a little. It was not friendly like it is now. When it first came out, it was really weird. When it first came out, it was super buggy, and there was like forced PvP enabled, but it was really like really lame PvP. Or was it opt-in PvP? I'm trying to remember how that played out. I remember there was like, they had PvP features and they just took them all away because it was like, nobody was using them. I think it was something like you could shoot people, you would do almost, basically no damage if you were the initiator or something like that. But yeah, if you don't see any of this kind of stuff, oh yeah, see like right now I don't have it. Oh no, because I'm late enough in the quest where it all got cleaned out. But if you don't see like this storage chest or these items here, or I don't remember if we leave Jake's stuff up on the roof. Yeah, if you don't see any of this stuff here, then that's a sign that you ended up with the bug from a new save file where the world items disappeared. So there. Oh, this is funny. Listen to this. You can hear the comm array, but it's not here. So like the sound marker doesn't get removed when everything else does. It's pretty funny. Oh hey. Just going on a walk. All right, Viceroy. Yeah, I think the once the raiders respawn, it doesn't necessarily respawn the ASAM boxes, but because Jake is not here anymore to respawn them, because I believe they are tied to a an enable parent marker that gets disabled. What's this? Ha! There's a wrench that's supposed to be connected. Yeah, there's a few things that are not correctly connected to their parent items, so that after Jake moves out, that stuff goes away. Okay. So we need some fiber optics to get more ASAM sensors. We could probably just buy ASAM sensors, honestly, to be cheap. That would be cheaper. So I guess we go to Diamond City. We can get them from any junk dealers there. It's not good, and people only did it to get the V63 carbine laser rifle. You have to pay caps to do an escort, and the Rama would bug out and get stuck, so it kind of sucked. Fair. Good reason to get rid of it, I guess. Excuse me. Really prefer to play Fallout 4. I like it too. I play with a friend, Mr. James. That 76, for me, I only enjoy it if I play by myself and I see almost nobody around, then because then it just feels like another Fallout game. But otherwise, as soon as I play it for socializing or getting involved in the end game stuff, it starts to feel like I'm an MMO, and MMOs are like crack cocaine for me. I have to just stay far away from them. You've been playing since launch. Definitely better these days. Want them to do cross progression so I can switch to PC from PS5. Oh, they don't have cross progression. Interesting. You ran into that bug too. There was no furniture. Also, the Ron's building wasn't there, only the door. Yeah, so the bug that people were experiencing were that any of the items that weren't part of a quest, like Alias, into a quest where they would be persisted, would just not show up in the world. And so it made it so like the quests could all still function, but there'd just be a whole bunch of visual bugs, and it was really obnoxious. But it has been fixed. But it might be baked into saves, unfortunately.
To you.
Why did we come? You know, it's just on autopilot. Go to the Ron. We go to Diamond City. We go to the Ron. That's not what I needed at all. I wanted to go to the junk vendors. I wanted to go talk to the synth hater. They had a battle royale too. Yeah, the was it Nuclear Winter? Is that what it was called? Nuclear something or another. I think I played that twice, and I was like, no, this is not for me.
You need something, Scaver?
Yeah, I need a scabber to sell me some goods.
You read the paper? Damn sense. Hiding among us.
Mentats, buff out, stim packs, jet, everything you even
Where is our person over here? Myrna, where are
Need
you?
some custom hardware?
We sell just about everything, but none of it is scrap.
What? But I need scrap.
I've got a few minutes
Oh,
to browse.
we got the brown face
Just
bug.
don't call it junk.
I wonder if that'll be fixed in the anniversary edition. Like, will they fix the what do you call it? The lagging where the stuttering texture bug, and then will they also fix the brown face bug? Because my theory is the stuttering bug was a result of them attempting to fix the brown face bug and then making things worse. Isn't there a cheaty way to get fiber optic? Disarm the tripwire using terminal to rearm them. Oh, probably. And I could also go to Jamaica Plain and get 1 million of them. Although I think I screwed that up. I think I accidentally set them off, or Dogmeat set them off when I went there. Okay, so we're looking for fiber optics here. Well, let's just check if they have a shipment. Shipment of... Nope. Okay, then we gotta check the hard way. So I'm always gonna get screwed up because I'm gonna see fiberglass and get excited. Actually, don't remember what has. Okay, microscopes have it. All right, good. We have 5K. I was say, are we broke right now? Give us some fiber optics. We need 12 more, I think, because I think we had 8. All right. Well, there's a couple. Not many. So now we need 10 more.
Crazy stuff going down at that old lunatic.
All right, let's head over to Good Neighbor.
Like asylum.
I am playing on old gen right now. All right, what's Daisy got
What,
for
you need
us?
something to take the edge off?
Hey,
Fred
Daisy.
Allen, Hotel Rex.
Oh, you're
I'll
bad.
hook you up.
Can't get enough looks of this lovely figure of mine.
Lane Cards will see this. I think Team Behind 76 will be able to do a really good job fixing and upgrading 4 because they had
Guess
so
you'll
much time
just
working
have to
76.
shop then.
That would be interesting because
Let's see what you
I'm
got.
guessing that that's a
Cash
problem
or
for
trade?
Bethesda of like
Let's
how many
get
of their of their team is like just so far removed from Fallout 4 now that it's hard for them to get back into the thick of things, and then like, you know, how many of the folks who used to work on it just don't work there anymore. Would be interesting if that was a problem that they're dealing with for putting out the anniversary edition. Here we go. Bye. There's 2 more. Can we find 10? I feel like not likely. We're gonna get close. If they have some microscopes, then there's a microscope. No shipments. Oh, again, fiberglass got me excited. Okay, so we got 3 more. Still need 7.
Smell that? That's freedom.
Alright, I think we could get some from Bunker Hill probably. There's a few traders there. And then Vault. The Vault should have some. It's just a mod called Base Face. Is that auto fix the brown face bug? I only get it, usually I get it when I'm tabbing out, so May have happened when I was looking at log files earlier. Guardian, if I have 7 days and 8 hours of playthrough and decide to push the main story for once, and I'm pleasantly surprised at the scenarios that SS2 has in store when factions are destroyed. Oh yeah, those were what we patched in last year around, like last fall or into summer last year. Those were a long time coming. Those were actually like written and most of the level design done for them before Chapter 3 was even started, and then we just they had to be cut for release to Chapter 3. Because they weren't quite ready yet, and we didn't want to sit on Chapter 3 for 6 more months.
Load a little heavy there? I'll buy anything you don't need, and sell everything you do.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Everything is sold.
Ah, Dr. Deacon sell shipments. Okay, good to know. And she's got nothing. Trash can Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
I'll take a look, sure.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Alright, does she have... Yes, she's got some ASAM sensors. Alright, we'll take 3 of those. Alright, so now that should be 16 we've got total. We need 4 more. We're so close. 3 more. Let's see, microscopes. One more. We're 1 short, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. And we had 13. Yeah, we're 1 short now. She's just selling skulls. Okay. Who am I to judge? Okay. Oh wait, this guy doesn't sell anything, does he? He's just the railroad dude.
I'm Stockton. You've heard of Old Man Stockton, yes?
Old Man Stockton.
I run 3 caravans that travel throughout the Commonwealth.
Thanks, buddy. But you don't sell anything yourself. Alright. Okay, does anybody have a microscope laying around that we can just yoink? So this is a funny little side effect of us using HUD Framework. When you hover over something to steal, like it tints the compass red, and because HUD Framework connects to the crosshair, since HUD Framework uses the crosshair, it tints everything that's HUD Framework associated. I think there's one more merchant over here. Actually, no, there's 2 more, because there's the guy at the bar, and then there's the person near the workshop.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad with all this shit. I don't know. People gotta do something,
Talk
Dad.
some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
What's the railroad?
The freedom fighters, willing to risk their lives for synths. And that means they fight the Institute. Only one...
What? You think that's noble or some bullshit?
Don't you have a plot that has a chance to have sensors when it's level 3?
No son of mine is
I
going
don't
to throw his
think
life away
we do in the
those
base of
lunatics.
SS2. There might be one in an add-on pack.
Hey, this is between the 2 of you.
We got a good life here, and you'd throw it all away.
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save synths?
Might as well go off and join the Death Claw Preservation Society.
I wouldn't mind getting some service here.
Where are my manners? If you want a drink, talk to me. Need a bed? Well, hit up Numbskull over there.
Appreciate the use of the word numbskull. Hey, Granny Bets, how are you? Alright, what do you got for us, Kate?
Excuse me.
Huh. Haven't seen you before. If you need a doctor, let's get you examined.
I'm hoping you have...
Could use some supplies, actually.
A microscope for
I suppose
sale.
I could spare some stim packs.
No, she's got just stone nothing. Okay. We just need one lousy microscope or bioscanner. Alright. Well, as you guys keep saying, we can go check in Jamaica Plain and see if I haven't snagged them all out of there, or didn't blow them all up or whatever. Excuse me. Companion UI doesn't display while in Power Armor. That could be a conflict with the other mods I have. So there's a thing in... That might actually be a mistake in CSE. I have to check. Let me see if when I get my Power Armor, I could go grab it again. There's a thing that we have to do to reattach the HUD to the compass while you're in Power Armor, because of the way the crosshair works. I think it's something like the crosshair doesn't show in Power Armor or something like that. So or you can't connect to it, something like that. There's some weird issue where... Or maybe it's vice versa. Maybe it's normally we connect to the compass and the compass doesn't show in Power Armor. I can't recall the difference. There's one of those two, but you have to swap back and forth. And HUD Framework doesn't do it automatically, but we do it with entering and exiting workshop mode in SS2. Alright, well actually let's first go check the simple things like, is there one in here? Can reset the system endlessly for more fiber optics. First I have to remember how to get to there. I honestly don't remember. Where the heck is the government building here? I would assume it's the big building, but I don't see any big buildings. Oh, it's probably that one right over here. Yeah, that looks like a government building. Alright, and then it was like it's downstairs, I think. Yeah, here we go. Town hall basement. Rufus and the Hotel Rexford and Good Neighbor will sell some? Okay, cool. That's a good option. Thanks, Kenneth. Trudy Adrenaline Dimer. Alright. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I can check those two next. I'm assuming, though, I can just reset the security here and that will let me find plenty more. Well, not going to be the janitor's terminal for this. Get in here. Alright, where is the security reset? Because that would just reset. That's going to be the... These are for the Protectrons, right? Is it in here? No. Oh, wait. Can I grab this? There we go. There's our 20th. Dog me get through here. I don't need you to break it at all again. This is inactive. Ooh, what's in here?
Don't think I can pick this.
Well, it worked out anyway. We found a microscope. Granted, we were discussing SS2 in our podcast a couple weeks ago, and excited about all the progress King Death Creations have had. Awesome. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. hopefully some more stuff releasing soon. But every we keep trying to get more ambitious with each thing we create, so it means it takes a little longer to cook. Okay, so we've got, I guess we have all of our stuff now, so we just need to, we can build them at the ASAM, yeah. So we can build them at our garden. Any ATA when the feature to assign soldiers to PA might come back? I mean, I'm not sure. It'll be a while still because I need to, there's a lot of things that need like a 2.0 overhaul, and like that would probably be part of the soldier overhaul. But like HQ needs a 3.0, and then I need to do a territory overhaul. Territories really need it. Like territories are kind of half baked right now. There's a lot of them that give you no benefit whatsoever. And I really was hoping, I had always hoped to do some more stuff with like what you can and cannot build in the territories. That would be a lot more fun to play with. So I think one of the things with power armor is trying to get it to be reliable, because it is sketchy at best. Okay, oh, we're missing plastic. Are you kidding me? Also, wait a second. I had... Oh, is it because I can't... Is it not breaking it down automatically in my inventory? I know we had 8 when we were here before. What's going on here? Let's see, because we have... Let's see. Oh, we need to go to junk. We've got 3 scanners. 6 microscopes, so that's 9. Oh, you know what it was? It was probably there was 8 of them at Starlight, so I probably need to go. I need to go to Starlight to do this specifically. Okay. All fast travel. Well, now we can pop in the power armor and test and see if CSE works with it. Granny, that's can be reached through email. I can. It is kingyathcreations@gmail.com. Yeah, those from the drive-in. Oops. Oh, this looks like a named person.
Please, you have to help me.
Sure. What do you need?
I need a place to stay for a while. Please, they won't let me back into Diamond City.
Yeah, sure, why not?
What? Are you kidding? No questions or anything? Well, great! At least someone in the Commonwealth believes me. So I used to live in Diamond City.
I didn't ask.
How it is over there, right? The kidnappings, the rumors. Anyone could be a sin.
She's like, you don't. No one even asks. You don't even ask questions,
And I
and
got
then
scared.
answers
But
as if
then
I did.
It got worse. I realized that maybe the Institute was gonna take me and replace me with a synth. I could feel them watching me, waiting to grab me all the time. I just got more and more scared. And after a while, I just couldn't take it anymore. So one night in the dark, I snuck out of the city. It felt so good to be away from those eyes watching me. All those eyes, those synthetic eyes. And I thought to myself, where would I be safest? Where would the Institute have a hard time infiltrating? It was Vault 81, of course. But those bastards at the vault wouldn't let me in. Said they didn't just let people in to live there. And then I knew I was shit out of luck. I tried to go back to Diamond City. I'd calmed down a bit. And what other choice did I really have? They turned me away too. Said the real Hollis Baker had been abducted. And I was a synth replacement. They almost shot me right there. So I ran. And now? Well, you know about now. So you believe me, right? You know I'm not a synth. Can I please stay here?
All right.
Yes! Thank Thank you, oh thank you. I promise you won't regret this.
Okay, yeah, we could actually use some more people. Actually, don't want to send her to Starlight. Yeah, we'll keep her here because we need more power plant folks. Okay, so we want to see if CSE works with power armor. Let's check. No, Granny, it doesn't need to be attached to me. Somebody will figure it out. Whoever on the team gets the email will relay it to me if it's something you need from me specifically. Yeah, you can see it works. So I don't. Who was it that had the problem? Hold on a second. I don't know. I can't remember who it was that was having trouble with the CSE not working, but there you go. So it should work natively with power armor. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be working for you. Oh yeah, so you can see the compass is baked into the power armor. So I think that's what gets disabled. The HUD compass gets disabled and it switches to this other version. So then when you're in power armor, HUD framework has to be switched over to use the compass. Or I'm sorry, not the compass, the crosshair. So the other thing could be, is your crosshair disabled? If you have your crosshair disabled or replaced with some other mod, that could be the reason that you don't see it. Something like that. Okay, now let's head up and finally try and build our box
Things were a bit crowded.
Alright.
A few more beds would lift everyone's spirits.
You got this a little bit crowded, buddy. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and give you a little scooch here. Oops. Gotta use my... Nope, that's not it. There we go. Place everywhere commands. Uh-oh, I lost it. What's the... Guys, what's the command... What's the hotkey to lock your current selection with place everywhere? I can't remember what it is. F7, thank you. Okay, so now we can scooch this way over here. Just want to get it big enough so I can actually fit through here. We'll unlock. And now we can find the base of the plot. Oh, I just had it. I lost it. I'm gonna refresh it. And I should scooch everything over a little bit. Did you hear that Full On is going to start making games? Good for them. I saw they did a Kickstarter. It seemed to raise them a little bit of money, which is nice. Have they announced what they're going to try and build? Alright, yeah, we need a craft here. Okay, so we just need to build 17 of these because we have the other 3 in our inventory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'll just do them right now. I don't need to count. Alright, let's double check that we have 20. And this was a lot of bouncing around to get some ASAM sensors. I guess I should have been collecting chalk. And we got 20. Alright. Well, I needed to end the stream by around 11, but we're gonna go and get our Grey Garden City plan on, because I feel like that's what we set out to do today. Maybe that I have PA Hollow HUD that removes the metal frame from the display, so it would seem like a conflict in my end. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go. Pay and build. I don't know if do I have a leader requirement turned off? I don't recall. Yeah, I think we may need to assign one of these supervisors to our desk here. Oh, oh, oh. No, there it goes. There we go. There is more money than they expected. The first game will be a small RPG using Unreal Engine, and then they're using a different engine going big. Interesting. Well, I wish them luck. It is a tough industry to bust into. Oh man, I am stuttering like crazy. I wonder if it's because, oh, you know what? I wonder if I didn't, because I exited out of Workshop mode like that. I wonder if I'm still like half in the flying race from Workshop Plus and it's causing us to go all crazy. So we'll just do this and pull ourselves out of cam. Okay, we'll watch our city plan build from down here. It actually might already be done. It's a real small city plan. Goes super fast. And then let's make sure that they have a what do you call it? A settlement radio. Radio beacon, although that could, yeah, that's got to be from here because I don't think we would. I don't think there is one over at Overland. Let's make sure though. I don't see one. Oh, there it is. Right up here. Is it wired up? It is powered. It has got wiring. Okay, should be good to go. So then hopefully this place will start seeing some settlers appear and grow us some more food. And then we can turn some of these. Actually, you know what I can do is immediately change some of these plots. Oh, take it easy. We can find some of the work plots. Hey, look at that.
We've met yet.
Nope.
Anyway,
we haven't. Good luck. Good luck on your building. Just need to find, where are our job plots here? I guess it might be that we don't have a lot, that we're expecting people will just work the vanilla crops. Here's a vanilla, or a municipal rather. What's this? Municipal. I guess one of the things we could do would be to nuke some of these mute fruit and replace them with a agricultural plot. Like put a big old 3x3 right here or something. Oh, but we used all of our ASAM sensors, so never mind. I won't be doing that today. There'll be another personal quest for ASAM sensors in the next day we play. All right, well, this is a good start. We accomplished our mission of a Grey Garden city plan. It's going to start building itself up, so that is a good place to stop for the night. So I'm trying to think if I'll be back on Sunday for Skyrim. I should be. I can't think of any reason off the top of why I wouldn't, but yeah, that's all for tonight. So hopefully I'll see you guys back Sunday. Otherwise, I'll be back next Wednesday to continue our attempt to fix up SS2 permanently. So have a good night, all.